morning. Welcome to Mornings with Luann and Tim on TV. Hump Day Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday even. So glad you're here this morning. Hope you're having a good one so far.
This is a long week already.
It is, isn't it?
I don't know what's going on. I think it's the anticipation of the holidays coming up. That the days are slowing down or something.
Yeah, it's just like
I know. It feels like it should be more than Wednesday.
Right.
But it's going to be a good Wednesday. It's going to be a great Wednesday.
You guys, you have like tons of guests already.
A lot of guests on the show today.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm going to shut up then. I'll just shut up. Fine.
Your hair looks nice. You had it done yesterday, didn't you?
Thank you. Manuel always does an awesome job.
Awesome. I'm going to get mine done today, so let's see how I look tomorrow. Maybe I'll be as good looking as you.
Maybe. Hey, remember yesterday I was telling you about Alfonso Ribera?
Yes.
Who was on
the Carlton
Prince
dance.
of Bel-Air, and he's...
Fortnite is mad. He's mad because Fortnite.
He's actually suing them.
He's suing Fortnite.
But the problem is, since then, a video has been released of him admitting that he stole the Carlton dance.
From whom?
I don't know. Doesn't matter, apparently.
Wow. So does that mean the lawsuit's going to say, sorry, it's not even your dance?
Well, I'm thinking that can't be helpful.
Wouldn't be. No, I wouldn't think so. I'm sad. Talking about former sitcoms. Laverne and Shirley.
Oh my God.
Penny Marshall, age of 75. I had no idea she was 75 years old. Complications from diabetes. She passed away yesterday. What a career, though.
Oh my gosh, she did everything. And acting, directing.
You know, she started with her family, Gary Marshall.
I didn't realize.
Her older brother.
I didn't make the connection until I saw some footage
big
last
gap between them, and apparently the story goes that the family was a very dysfunctional family. The mother and father they were miserably married.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the mother was a dance teacher. And she taught Penny how to tap dance, because I can always remember that Penny used to do episodes where they would tap in Laverne and Shirley. She could still dance. But I guess the mother was very caustic in her humor.
Ooh.
And she said to Laverne, Penny Marshall, she said, "You were a miscarriage, but you were stubborn and held on."
Oh my gosh,
that's the kind of household.
Horrible thing to say.
I know. This is the kind of household she grew up in.
Oh, that poor girl.
So she went on though she could laugh stuff off. She maintained an amazing sense of humor. So not only did she star as Laverne from 1976 to 1983, never won an Emmy though.
No.
She also directed Jumpin' Jack Flash. That was her first one, 86. Big in 1988.
That was
starring Tom
monstrous
Hanks.
for her.
She became the first female director with a film to gross over $100 million in the history of the industry.
That's phenomenal.
In 1988, A League of Their Own.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Renaissance Man didn't do so well. Awakenings. The Preacher's Wife, Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington.
Wow, she did a ton.
She did. Of course, she was married to Rob Reiner for 10 years.
Yes.
He was from All in the Family. And did you know that, I did not know this, they auditioned for that together.
Really?
They auditioned to be Gloria and Mike Stivic.
No way.
And she didn't get it and he did. And then, of course, Sally Struthers got the part of Gloria.
Isn't
I can't
that
imagine Penny Marshall playing...
Someone like Ditzy-ish.
Like Sally Struthers played.
Yeah.
Anyway, what a career, what a life.
Yeah,
Penny
you know
Marshall.
What? Her brother,
Gary
Marshall. You know the schlemazel thing?
Schlemazel.
Yeah.
Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated.
Apparently, he just said to her, when you guys are walking down the sidewalk, do that little song that you and your friends used to sing when you were kids.
No kidding, that was
so they did one run through, and Cindy Williams messed up because she'd never done it before. That was the second take. The second time
Haas and Pfeffer
that they did it.
Diddle-a-doo. We're gonna do it.
Oh my gosh, some things just stick, right?
She wasn't around, I guess, when Les Moonves was. Did you hear what happened? Because of what he did, his severance pay, he doesn't get a severance. $120 million he doesn't get.
It's a bye-bye for
because of his behavior.
Yes.
They deemed that his behavior at work was enough to say he doesn't get his severance.
$125 million.
He's out. Well, he deserves to be out.
See, if I ever did that, I'd be like in dire straits, because if I didn't get a severance package, my $50, oof.
Wow.
would be a sad Christmas.
She'd be sitting outside Walmart with a sign that says, "Can be funny for food." Yes.
Speaking of that sort of era of the Me Too thing, Harvey Weinstein sort of was the man who kicked all of this off.
Right.
Apparently, as recently as last Thursday, another woman has come forward with accusations against him.
Against Harvey.
And she said while he was assaulting her, he boasted about how he had slept with Jennifer Lawrence. So Jennifer Lawrence is like, no flippin' way, did not happen, never occurred, don't even pretend.
So now he's making claims about other women that he scored with, like bragging about it?
Like
while he's assaulting somebody else?
He's saying, you know what, you should be honored because I was Jennifer Lawrence. So Jennifer Lawrence was like, no. We're not going to have any of that. It kind of just keeps going, doesn't it?
There was an interesting thing on the CBC website that I saw about a woman from Timmins. It says she's been charged with practicing witchcraft.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the news the other night. Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of a weird story. So first of all, the charge is pretending to practice witchcraft.
And the word witchcraft is in the charge.
Yeah, but that part of the criminal code, section 365, 2 days after she got charged, it was repealed. It's one of those ancient sort of, they call them zombie laws. Zombie laws. So they're getting rid of it. But the charge still sticks.
Because it was prior to the law being repealed. And I guess what they do is they keep all these laws on the books to look at. Even though they're repealed, they keep all the stuff there so you can research it and whatever. Anyway, so her name is Tiffany Butch. She lives in Timmins. And she says she's not a witch, she's a psychic. But the Timmins police say that here's the charge, maintains an alias because she calls herself the White Witch of the North. It was a nickname that she got given and she thought it was cute. But she didn't realize that it was going to cause all these problems. So she goes by maintains an alias and holds herself to be a self-proclaimed spiritualist, medium, and clairvoyant. Well, a ton of people do that. And they have successful TV shows.
But the claim is that she was blackmailing somebody by saying, if you don't give me money, I'm going to not remove this curse that I put on you, kind of thing.
No.
She says she never did that. She doesn't even know who this person is who's charging her with this. And that most of her clients, all of her clients are happy. But somebody has come forward. So that's
what's being charged with witchcraft means.
Somebody she's put a curse on somebody and saying, give me money or I won't remove the curse, or bad things will happen to you, I guess.
Wow, some drama in Timmins. My goodness, it's a little slow in Timmins, apparently.
Well,
not lots to do.
What's interesting is that she's not a witch, she's a psychic, but she didn't see those charges coming. Yeah, sorry.
Forever 21, huge trouble.
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
Bad.
Tell me what that is.
It's like a clothing line for younger people. A lot of sports.
That's why I'm not familiar with it.
Yes, a lot of sportswear, very popular with younger people. They had one of their T-shirts on a very white, blonde, blue-eyed boy.
Okay.
And it was a sweatshirt for Black Panther. Oh. So people just went hunga bunga because they're thinking should have been a black person because it was a Black Panther T-shirt.
I'm still stuck on people going hunga bunga.
You should see it. It's ugly. First the hunga and then the bunga. It's like
crazy.
It's scary.
I remember that. You better behave yourself or I'm going to go hunga bunga on your head.
Yeah, I'm going to go hunga bunga on your head.
People went hunga bunga because he wore a black person should have worn Black Panther.
And it says...
Well, wait a second, though.
Well, right? Is that not reverse racism?
You can't do anything anymore.
No.
You can't do anything. You can't wear clothes. You can't say things. You can't... Don't look
That explains why you come in naked. You can't wear clothes. Please wear clothes. Just for a minute.
Oh,
when you first walk in.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Hey, you know what? You think you're rich? Forbes, wealthiest celebrities. Yeah.
Smooth segue.
Jay-Z and Kylie Jenner are both making the same amount of money, $900 million last year.
Wait.
She's 21.
Is she the one with the clothing line, though?
Yeah,
Kylie Jenner?
She's the makeup line.
Oh, she did makeup?
Yes.
How many million?
900 million.
90 million?
900.
900
Almost
million?
$1 billion, her and Jay-Z. Jay-Z, man, you got to pick up your game. 21-year-olds kicking your butt. It's good to be director, too. Million. The highest paid person, celebrity, George Lucas, $5.4 billion. And then Steven Spielberg,
And then Steven Spielberg was second. Did I not?
You said Spielberg.
Oh, Spielberg, sorry. 3.7 billion. Oprah, 2.8 billion. Michael Jordan, 1.7 billion.
Oprah has slipped.
Yeah, you know what?
She's fallen on hard times.
I feel bad for her. You know what? Soon she'll be with me on the curb. We'll be finding for food.
We'll host for.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing now? We're gonna go to. I have guests. Several. Koach Katrina, Judith Onley, and Bill McPherson from Shadows of the Mind Film Festival, all for Wellness Wednesday. And Luann has the news. We have lots coming up on Mornings with Luann and Tim. We look forward to spending the next hour with you. See you in a minute. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I have Koach Katrina here with me on set. Hi, thanks for coming in. It's been a while since you've been on the show.
It's been a while.
I'm so glad you're back.
Thank you.
This is your new logo?
I've been busy. Yes, this is my new logo.
So Katrina was telling me before we started, we were in the green room having a chat, and she was saying, you know, so many people they talk about the business and say, what do you actually do in there? Because it's just, you offer so many different things.
So many things. So now this kind of encompasses it and doesn't leave anything out, and people can actually know that, yes, I'm Koach Katrina.
You are Koach Katrina.
I do fitness.
Katrina Francella.
Katrina Francella. I'm a personal trainer. More so, specifically, I do group training. However, when I opened the business and I knew that I was getting into it, in the back of my head there was another plan, and I haven't really realized, but that other plan has been happening, and I just wasn't really saying it, and
it's just organically sort of been developing into what you kind of hoped it would.
Exactly. I didn't know how I would sort of fit in, but essentially I wanted to honor my cousin who died by suicide, struggled with mental health, struggled with addiction, struggled with eating disorders, so all of the sort of things that I struggled with. She had a foundation called Christie's Light Foundation that is pretty well known.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so unfortunately it was closed.
Okay.
Her parents moved to be with their other kids, and so you know, I had mentioned, I said, you know, one day I really hope I can revive that. And then everyone was saying, oh, it's going to be so hard. How are you going to do that? You need support. You need this. It's a lot of loops, this and that. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to figure out how, and I'm going to do it because it's important. And so, so essentially the club has become that. It's become a home for people, and we can talk about these things. And one of our special things we do is Queer Club. So that's for queer youth in the community, but also allies. And essentially on Fridays, every Friday, we come together and we just hang out together. So
really?
Yes, we do the fitness, but the other side of wellness, there's got to be that social connection. So that's what I'm trying to hit with that part.
Amazing. You know, one of the things, we were just talking about this, I think probably last week. Oh, I know. I was talking to from the Healing Loft.
Sarah or yes.
Yes.
We know who.
Okay,
yes.
So anyway, we were talking about
a double name, right? It's so bad.
Now. This is terrible. But we were talking about Sheila.
Sheila.
Yes. Sheila Paluzzi.
Yes,
oh my gosh. We're talking to Sheila.
Yes.
And we were talking about levels of intimacy in your life. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, at work, there's Garrett behind the camera. When I come into work, I see Garrett. We have a relationship, a work relationship, but it's a level of intimacy. It's a friendship. It's a level of connection. It's a human connection. If I were a churchgoer, my congregation would be another level of connectivity.
Absolutely.
Right? At home, at work, sports. When you're playing on a sporting team, that's another level of intimacy because you're sharing something in your life with somebody that's very unique.
Yes.
And you get things from all those aspects. And so, like you say, when you develop this rapport with somebody that you're working out with, there's a bond there. And to continue to share that and turn it into more of a shared experience beyond that, it's a great thing.
Well, and so the kids don't know it, but this is my way of getting them to do fitness. So we're going to go caroling this Friday. Because usually it's, they're usually at the end of the week, they just want to hang out.
That was a nice segue, because there's a graphic that I know that you gave us that we can put up. Tell me about the caroling event.
So the caroling, essentially, when we're in the club on Fridays, music is always a huge part of the night. And the kids, most of them like to sing and perform, a lot of them. So I thought caroling. And so we're going to go to some of the other businesses that are open late on, a Friday night. So I'm hoping my friend Jay Caroline's, Winnie B's, and Lavish Salon, we're going to go there and carol for them.
Really?
So just down the street, we're not going far.
I hope Jay Caroline's will give you some free samples of their amazing food.
So they are. Hot chocolate and poutine, they're going to supply for the kids.
Are they?
Yeah.
Now, this is great that you're doing this for the youth, but you also do programming for mothers, and they can bring their kids and work out, right?
Absolutely. So essentially, like people who have barriers, like that's who I'm trying to help. And mothers, I'm finding, really struggle to either get a sitter or like find the time, or it's just, there's a lot of things. And so just saying that, no, you can bring your child, and I have someone here who's going to kind of watch them, or because the room is a big open space, you can see it.
And you also do cooking, healthy cooking
classes, yes.
Peace of Mind.
Peace of Mind, she's in there.
She's been on the show.
And so that just kind of shows the difference is, I'm not giving them meal plans. I'm giving them sort of tools so that they can just make their life a little bit healthier.
You're the best. Thanks for coming here today.
I try. Thank you.
And so you're located in the Pall Mall on Queen Street.
Yes, Pall Mall on Queen Street. So the event this Friday at the Pall Mall, 6 to 9, caroling with Queer Club. It's going to be a good night.
Koach Katrina, ladies and gentlemen, Katrina Franchella, thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure. We'll be back with Judith Onley after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. Judith Onley is with me right now. See, for Wellness Wednesday, I like to look at the holistic approach. Mind, body, soul, that whole thing, right? So Koach Katrina was here talking about staying healthy. Let's talk about staying well.
And enjoying the holidays.
So Judith, we got a lot to cover because you're a busy woman.
I am.
First of all, the show on ONNtv launching in mid-January. You're enjoying it?
I am. This is so exciting, and we've talked about it a few times, and how it all came about, and 10 episodes of.
What we didn't talk about the last time you were on, though, was actually how the episodes unfold and what you actually do in the show. Can you want to go into that a little bit?
Yeah, I would actually. It of course is based on the book, Messages of Hope, and I'm going chapter by chapter, and about the decade of light, and I have a format now that I've developed for each show. So we, a nice little introduction, welcome everybody, and we talk about what's going on in the world a little bit and how it's affecting us, and then intentions. We set intentions for the show so that in that half hour people are being very specific about what they hope to get out of it. Then I talk a little bit about stories that have affected my life, mystical experiences.
Yes.
Then I read from the book, so it's a transmission of the words that are channeled, and it's an energy you feel.
Yeah.
Then I do a meditation, and I give a home assignment. So it's a full half hour.
Whoa.
And the home assignment, carries on from week to week, so people can do the whole 10-week series and really, I feel, get a lot out of it. A lot of self-awareness, transformation, revitalization.
It's a great way for people to experience this, because a lot of people maybe wouldn't even think to try or to contact you. This way they get introduced to you, the whole concept of how the universe can help us.
The universe. Well put. I gotta write that down. How the universe can help us.
Probably in here somewhere. I think you might have written it in the beginning, but
But really, finding the words to express this isn't all that easy. So finding ways that the universe can help us, perfect.
You're going to be at Jade Wellness this week.
Yes, this Friday I'm doing an actual live channel.
So this is another opportunity for people to come and find out what Judith Onley is all about.
Yeah, and it's about the solstice. You know, we're coming up to the winter solstice.
December 21st,
Friday.
is that right?
And it's a beautiful time of year for renewal, connection, and you know, just that time to, before we actually jump into the holidays and get really busy, to take that time for reflection. So I do a live channel, and people always love it because they're immersed in this beautiful, you know, energy, loving, supportive energy during the time that I'm bringing through the messages.
For anybody who doesn't know, I don't know how you wouldn't know where Jade Wellness is, because it's right there in the heart of downtown. It's on Queen Street, just beside Munoz.
Yeah.
Just by the corner of, what is that? East and Queen. What time?
7 o'clock.
7 p.m. at Jade Wellness?
Yep.
And then you've also brought along a little
this.
bucket list. This is great, because one of the things we like to focus on right now is the stress of the holidays and how to avoid turning Christmas into a not fun time.
Yes.
So talk me through this bucket list. This is great, Judith.
Well, when I decided, you know, what can we do, you know, joy and ease and that. So here is, this is a list. Usually we say buy presents, be present.
So be present.
Wrap gifts, wrap somebody in a hug. Send love, send gifts, send love. Donate, shop for food, donate food.
Right.
And make cookies, make memories.
Make memories.
See the light, be the light.
Be the light.
That's my...
It's a great philosophy.
My thing.
And you know what? Oh, I'm sorry, the reindeer. There we go.
Yes, we don't
sorry,
want to hurt the
Rudolph, or
reindeer.
whichever one you are. This was Olive.
Oh.
Olive, the other reindeer.
The other reindeer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a great thing. We got to being present. I think is a big part of it. It's just checking in with yourself and making sure that you are not letting yourself get worked up to the point where you're not enjoying this beautiful time of the year.
Let go of half the stuff you need to do. Just be and enjoy.
I feel better already.
I know. It's
Judith.
Well, you feel it in your body.
You do.
You know, you get all up here thinking. You just let it go and you be, and here we are.
Let it go and let love. Let love and let live.
Yeah.
And let Judith Onley help you out. So check it out. Jade Wellness on Friday night.
Friday at 7.
7 o'clock. And also, the book is Messages of Hope, and this is available. You have a website?
Yes, judithonley.com. Nice and easy.
There you go.
And they can get it at Jade, too, if they're there on
Friday.
Friday.
Right on. Yeah. And the show's coming up in the new year. Judith, always a pleasure to have you with us.
Tim. Always.
Another member of the ONNtv team, Judith Onley. And we'll be back with the news with Luann after this.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding. Wellness Wednesday. Every time I talk to guests on Wellness Wednesday, it makes me feel better.
Right up.
I do. I was so tired when I came into work this morning. I felt like I was coming down with something, and now I'm like feeling well.
Just tickety-boo?
Yeah.
Tickety-boo. That's because you feed off people's energy.
I think so.
Yeah.
And people bring such great energy here.
Yeah.
When you have guests like this, it's fun. So what a great job this is.
Yeah, you know what? It's a nice job.
It is.
Yeah, you get to talk to some really cool people.
Yeah. There's those sweet alcoholic drinks? I was reading about this. This is incredible.
Like coolers, you mean?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Like, I always thought that there were laws about how much alcohol could be per serving when you buy alcohol. I mean, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, in a beer, it's usually, 5%, I think, in a bottle. So some of these sweet alcoholic drinks, they're passing to Health Canada, and the Food and Drug regulators are getting serious about this now, because alcohol poisoning has become a real problem with people who are consuming some of these drinks. They're really sugary, high sugar content, high alcohol content. The sugar masks the alcohol.
So you're like
people
this.
don't realize that they're drinking as much alcohol as they are because it's masking the taste.
Right.
Then you get somebody who's young and inexperienced who's drinking this stuff, and to them it just tastes like juice or pop.
Right.
And they're sucking back these cans of stuff.
And too many.
Listen to this. One of these cans, before these regulations, they're going to change now, a 568 ml can could contain up to 11.9% alcohol.
Oh, my word.
That is the equivalent of 4 drinks.
I gotta get a case of that. No, but seriously, that's very.
There was one young girl died of alcohol poisoning because she drank it on her lunch hour at school.
Oh.
If you're 15 years old and you've never had a drink, you're drinking the equivalent of 4 drinks.
And you're a kid, so you don't know. So now you're drinking 2 of these drinks. So now you're just obliterated.
And there's other people. I mean, I was reading the article. There are a lot of deaths attributed to alcohol poisoning exactly because of this, because they're drinking and not realizing the content. So the new laws will change it. That size drink, 568 ml, maximum of 4.5% alcohol content, which makes sense. And no more than 1.5 servings of alcohol in any beverage under 1 liter in size. That makes sense.
That makes sense. You know what? That's very
because
reasonable.
when you go to a bar, you can only 2 ounces is your max. You can't do more than 2 ounces in a beverage. That's the.
And you know what? With regards to this young girl who passed away and she was 15 years old, such a loss, such a shame. But she's obviously drinking underage, so she's not apt to look for information as to, you know what? It says 11.5%. Is that too much?
She's not going to know.
She doesn't know.
No.
She doesn't know, and she's doing it underage, so she's not going to ask.
And it tastes like pop.
It does. It tastes like pop or juice or.
And you know what? I'm just going to mention this. This is a good thing to know over the holidays. If someone is intoxicated to the point where they cannot stand on their own, if they're having a hard time speaking, if they have an increased heart rate, if they're feeling clammy to the touch, this person, chances are, the chances are that they are suffering from alcohol poisoning. You can't just leave somebody to sleep it off. That's not how alcohol poisoning works. So what's happening with alcohol poisoning is the organs are shutting down because of the toxicity of the alcohol in your blood. The percentage of alcohol in your blood is too high, your organs can shut down, and that can lead to death.
So some people might think,
if you have to help somebody actually walk somewhere and lie them down, please, keep an eye on them. Make sure they're in the position where if they do vomit, it's going to come, out their mouths. There's a certain position you put them in because you don't want them to choke while they're passed out. Just over the holiday season, please. We all know that people are drinking.
Well, we get excited, right?
Be careful.
People come home and families get together, and that's what you do. And but just be
Sleeping
careful.
it off is not. Make sure that the person is well. If someone's going to lie down, just check on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Good that's idea. My advice for the holiday season. Wellness Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Elf Tim. We certainly appreciate that information. Now we have news coming up on the morning show with Luann and Tim, and we hope that you're going to stay with us for the rest of the show because we have some more really good information coming your way for Wellness Wednesday. We'll be back right after this.
Adeste Fideles.
Good morning to you.
That's "O come all ye faithful" in Latin. Adeste Fideles.
I did learn that. You learned it in church.
Well, English was in my. Can you imagine? My parents went to church when it was Latin.
My dad too. Yeah, till he died, he could still speak it.
My grandmother used to. She didn't like it when they changed it over from Latin.
No, they were diehards. Look at these.
Well, there's a lot of. I said there's so much stuff lying around on our table. I feel like there was a Christmas party and nobody cleaned up the family room afterwards.
What's in here?
Clean up your stuff.
Hey, look! It looks like there's chocolate.
Luann, these are. Oh my gosh! There's a Santa in each one. So you know what these are?
Oh, these are awesome! Look, it's a whole string of these. Look it.
My next. Stop. That's Bill McPherson's our next guest. He's watching us right now. Bill, this is stuff a stocking. So what you do is you have a $20 spending limit, and you go out and you choose a target. Like, for instance, this is a puzzle, so this would be a certain age kid. And you stuff the stocking with all stuff that's age appropriate, and then you bring it to those different depots. This is Sue Online is a depot here at 116 Industrial Park Crescent. So spend $20, no more than 20. Put together a little stocking for a family that is in need. Keep it geared to one sort of a boy or a girl, a mother or father. This is obviously for somebody who likes to be clean. There's all kinds of Avon stuff.
So that's not for you then?
Not for me. Anyway, bring it up here, and then what happens is they get distributed throughout the community, or people can actually come. People who are in need, who aren't as fortunate as we are, can come and pick these stockings up and share them with their families at Christmas time.
Awesome?
Isn't that a nice thing?
Such a great idea. $20.
Stuff a
and
stocking.
how much fun would it be to stuff a stocking for somebody and know that some kids don't have anything Christmas morning. That's horrible to even think of. So if you have a minute and if you have $20, put that back. Drop it off here at Sioux Online 116 Industrial Park Crescent. We would love to be able to hand these out to people. You know what? It's Wellness Wednesday. I have something for you from Ms. Jan Arden.
I love Jan Arden. I follow her on Twitter.
So, me too. She's so funny.
She's really funny.
This is a quote from her. When life kicks your butt, she didn't say but.
Okay.
It's just trying to get you out of the way of the train that's coming. Happy Wellness Wednesday. You're welcome.
Did you ever watch Rick Mercer when Jan Arden was on the Rick?
No.
Oh, those were always the best episodes. He would have her on as a guest and make her do things. They were so funny together.
She does a podcast right now with one of the women from Shark Tank.
Oh, does she?
Yes, and apparently it's a hoot.
She also hangs out a lot with Sharon Matthews. Now, Sharon Matthews is a musical theater cabaret performer in Toronto. And she's also on, that mystery series with the ladies, and it's like in Canada in the early 40s or something. I forget. Mysteries, something. Oh, Drake. Drake Mysteries. Anyway. Jan Arden hangs out with Sharon Matthews, and I know Sharon Matthews. I'm just dropping names right now. That's all I'm doing.
Just showing off right now, are you? All right.
Yeah.
Isn't she awesome, though?
Jan
She
Arden.
is so funny. She sings awfully, awfully good. I mean, obviously. But then if you go to a concert...
Luann just sings awfully.
I do. Married 2 musicians, I still can't sing. Can't. Try. The thing is...
Yes.
I know that I'm tone deaf.
You're not.
I'm not tone deaf. I know that I'm not because when I sing, I know how bad I sound.
Do this. La. You're not tone deaf.
I can sing.
There you go, just like that.
La 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 la.
Okay, maybe you are. So stay tuned for Bill McPherson. We're going to be talking about Shadows of the Mind Film Festival.
Sounds awesome.
Just like every year, it gets bigger, and who knew it could get better? But it's like incredible. The film festival is coming up in the spring, so Bill's here to talk about it. What month is it?
February.
Oh, that's not. I wish that was spring.
So, yeah.
Okay, so Bill McPherson, Shadows of the Mind, after this break. Enjoy the commercial. We'll be right back.
Where'd you go?
Sills.
Nice girl. Don't mess that up. Don't forget to reply to your father about dinner tomorrow night, okay?
Frankie, is there something wrong with me?
What? No, you're great. Dude, it's your birthday. She's hot and she wants to spend the night. Couldn't be more perfect, Frankie.
Is there someone you like better?
That is so childish.
I think it's kind of cute.
Got you something. Flare gun. Cool.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, here's your boyfriend. What are you 2 girls whispering about?
Never would have happened if we weren't wasted. People are writing shit on my locker.
Don't believe everything you read, Let me see your tongue.
I thought it was supposed to be socially acceptable these days for kids to experiment.
Do you really think he's into you?
You know, I have a pretty good idea what you're going through. I mean, we both had friends turn against us.
Hey, come on! What's going on? Why'd you say anything to her at all?
Frank.
Show up tomorrow, head held high, middle finger salute raised, and they'll realize they can't get you.
Hey, can I walk to school with you?
You do realize that together we make one giant target, right?
Is the spirit?
Yeah, I'm not ever gonna do the fist bump.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Just so you know.
So that was the trailer from Giant Little Ones.
That's right.
Which is being featured.
It's going to be our gala celebration and fundraising event, February the 23rd at the Sault Community Theater.
Whoa.
The old White Pines.
White Pines High School, but the theater center there, which holds like 900 people.
Giant Little Ones has been voted as Toronto International Film Festival's top 10. It was nominated for the People's Choice Award at TIFF, so it has had all kinds of great reviews. So we're really excited. It was filmed in Sault Ste. Marie, the summer of July, 2017.
Oh, okay.
And so I think is that you're going to be seeing some pretty neat scenes from Sault Ste. Marie.
Some local scenery?
Oh, yeah, local scenery, local talent.
BG actors, background actors and stuff?
So we're really excited about that. So we're going to be having that on February the 23rd. It's going to be part of our celebration and fundraising for our 20th anniversary.
It's the 20th anniversary this year?
This year is our 20th
in 2019.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 2019. The first festival was in 1999.
Bill, by the way, this is Bill McPherson. Bill, you do many things in your life. But your job is with the community mental health.
That's right.
And that's through Algoma Public Health.
Algoma Public Health,
right.
Yes.
But Shadows of the Mind, have you been with it since the beginning, Bill?
No, I have been for 11 years.
Okay.
And what really attracted me to Shadows is that there is a mandate to provide shining light on eradicating the stigma for mental illness, looking at education and enlightenment about addictions and important social issues. So it kind of falls into what I do every day and the things that I enjoy. So we're really looking forward to that. So, and just February the 23rd is the tickets are going to be $20 per person for the movie only. We'll have some snacks at the beginning and the after party, and the movie will be $45. Mark that on your calendar. We're really excited about that. Now, when we're talking about
Wellness
Wednesday, I have a tip for those who have anxiety about what to get their loved ones or friends. Get them a 5-movie voucher. They're online at shadowsfilmfest.com. Put it in the stocking, put it in envelopes, put it in a box. But I think and let the person choose the movies they want to attend.
Oh, so they get to choose 5?
They get to choose 5. And what they can do is that, we'll be going, all of the movie vouchers are online right now.
Okay.
On February 13th, our box office opens at the Station Mall, but also online. You can purchase the 5 movies online from the comfort of your home.
So you never have to leave your home to shop for Christmas. And does the coupon show up on your printer? Or
yes, you can print them out and put them in.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah. And then you can go back in, and then the person who can choose their movies, because it'll have a code.
They go on the website, they use their code.
This is the first year that we have done completely online. We're going to be doing last year. We sold some of the movie vouchers, and this year we're going to be doing almost all of our movies. So,
how many films are you featuring, Bill?
We're going to be having 27 screenings in the week.
Oh my God.
We're going to be having 8 screenings, which are going to be pay what you can by donation.
You were telling me about this. This sounds fascinating.
Yes.
So basically, it's not just the screening of the film. You basically get an information session that goes with it.
That's right. We have panel discussions.
Okay.
We're going to be having features. I have to really give kudos to the social service agencies in town who helped us sponsor this, are part of the panels. We're going to be having an excellent documentary on the opioid epidemic.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about childhood trauma.
All right.
We're going to be talking about homelessness. We're going to be talking about Aboriginal issues, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. That's through the week. Panel discussions, and I think
with the screening.
So with the screening,
it's all themed, basically.
All themed.
Okay.
And so
and pay what you can.
Pay what you can. We want as many people to come out and pay what you can. If you can't pay anything, please join us.
That's a really great initiative to educate and, as I say, eradicate stigma.
That's right. I mean,
get it out there, talk about it, learn,
and it's not all. We also have comedies in our main festival.
Yeah, don't think that this is all just heavy. It's all topical, but it's not always. You can learn through laughter too, right?
Well, I think is that one of the things that when we talk about mental health and the festival, I think it brings positive mental health to our community to have a film festival.
Absolutely.
To have something to do in February.
Exactly. That's true. Good time of the year.
Monsoon is over. Is coming out, and we get about 3,500 people out a year. I mean, it's
just grown and grown.
We're growing, and I think as we're hoping to improve upon, it's getting more and more difficult to compete with video on demand and Netflix, and people will watch their a movie on their iPhones, but
there's nothing like sharing the experience, though.
A shared experience on the big screen where people can talk about it. So we're hoping people buy our stocking stuffer, shadowsfilmfest.com, and come out and support us and have a good time at our gala with Giant Little Ones.
And Bill, I'd like you to come back actually closer to when
I'd love to.
Getting ready for the festival to actually start. But this is really important for Christmas gifts. Great idea. So Bill McPherson from Shadows of the Mind Film Festival, a pleasure. Thanks for having us, Bill.
Come back anytime, Tim.
We'll be back to say goodbye with Luann after this. Nice place you got here.
Thank you.
Apparently we're back. Hi, how's it going? Boy, he's awesome.
Bill, you know what?
Shame he's not enthusiastic about it though.
He's learned so much over the years working with, because he had to deal with Sony and all these picture companies.
Imagine.
I know, he has to get all the releases and stuff, and they have to negotiate. They have to negotiate with Toronto International Film Festival to get the rights to put these things on. It's a huge job.
This year's lineup is phenomenal.
I know, and I love the fact that you get to go in there, and see a film and then talk about it afterwards. And sometimes they bring the directors and stuff.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Very cool.
Very, very interesting idea.
Hey, guess what? We got through Wednesday.
Woohoo!
What's tomorrow?
Bum Slide Thursday. See you on the morning show tomorrow.